Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see you again. It was really, really fantastic to see you last Friday on the Zoom. Okay, last class we saw that that Jack and Kylie were in an island. Yes, they were in the island. They saw a lot of unusual animals. For example, reptiles like what? Chameleon, crocodiles. They also saw insects like okay, the bee. What did the bees do? They pollinate? Yeah, that's what they saw about them. All that kind of information we saw. Now let's see another person. Another person that is visiting Africa. It is Adam. Adam wants to share with his friend what he has done, and then he decided to write, but he didn't do the typical one that we use now to do. We used to do it now. The email, we write an email. He preferred to write a postcard. The postcard, it is something like this. Is a rectangle. On one side of the postcard, you have a picture of the city or any ornament, anything that is from that place. And on the other side, you write a message, a very short message, okay? Because it's just to share some ideas, to share some feelings, okay? Then let's see an example, the way that he does it. Page 48. It says, "Dear Alfie, we are having a great time on safari here in Africa. It's very hot every day. We've seen some amazing mammals already, giraffes, zebras, and lions. We haven't seen any reptiles yet. Tomorrow, we are going to the river to see some crocodiles. See you soon. Love, Adam." Okay? Question: who writes the postcard? Adam, yes. He is writing to Alfie. So, dear Alfie, look at the way that he writes this. And he says, we've seen. He's talking about actions that were in the past, yes, but he doesn't say the moment that he did it. So we use we've seen, or we haven't we haven't seen any reptiles yet. We haven't seen any reptiles yet. Okay? And what is he going to do tomorrow? He says, we are going to the river. Going to, remember that? Going to the river. Now, what is the way that we write a postcard? First, here I write. The person who writes the postcard, let's suppose I'm going to write it. Georgia Egas, 322 America Avenue. Remember that we always write the number before the street or the avenue. 322 America Avenue, Quito, Ecuador. Then the salutation to say hello, dear Alfie, okay? Nice, I miss you, something like that, okay? Dear Alfie. And then he start saying we are having, if you want to just start saying what you have to. Dear Alfie, we are having a great time, and so on. Then to say goodbye, use this kind of expression. See you soon is one of them. Love, comma, Georgia. I wrote it. Now, Alfie, look, let's see what the address that he has here. It's Alfie Brown, 108 Field Road. So we have here Alfie Brown, right, 108 Field Road. Here you always write the number 108 Field Road. Or you can say street also, okay? A small town, Small town. That is the name of the place where he lives. Then he writes the code. Okay, it says NSW 3500 and Australia. Okay, that is what he writes. I already sent you some example, a couple of examples of more letters, more postcards. Sorry, to write the address, please. This is very important. Okay, let's see the next letter. Hi, Annie. We are enjoying our vacation in Canadian mountains. It's cold and snowy here. We've already climbed to the top of the mountain and we've skied down. We've eaten lots of unusual foods. We haven't tried snowboarding yet. The children are going to have their first lesson this afternoon. Wish you were here. Love, Phil. Who writes the postcard? Phil. Who receives the postcard? Annie. Okay? Who has already done an sport? Who has already done an sport? Do you remember? Take your time and read it, please. Okay. Could you answer me that first question? Who has already done a sport? Phil, that's right. What sport that he's done? He has already climbed to the top of the mountain. Who is going to see some reptiles tomorrow? Adam. He's going to the river to see some crocodiles. Who is in the colder country? Canada. Yes, so it is Phil. Phil is in Canada at the north. Very good. Now that we have already read these postcards, let's see how these postcards were done. For example, we have this. Go to the page 49. There you have the strategies. It says, think about, let's read activity 2, please. It says, think about the structure and content. Look at the strategies and examples below, then find the other examples. For example, start with the greeting. You remember I told you the greeting, the salutation, dear Alfie. Yes, that is the greeting. Okay, to say hello or to make contact with a person. Okay, so dear Alfie. Then it says describe the place and the weather. What are the sentences that here in the message they describe the place and the weather? They thought about Adam thought about that. It says, we are having a great time on safari, describing the place, and it is very hot. The weather, hot, cold. Two things. Then he thinks, I have to talk about what you have already done. Talk about what you have already done. We have seen some amazing mammals already, and we haven't seen any reptiles yet. The next one. Talk about what you haven't done yet. We haven't seen any reptiles yet. That is the second one. We haven't seen any reptiles yet. Negative. Now, talk about what you are going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to the river to see some crocodiles. What is the way that they close? Close is this part, all this part. It says, see you soon. Love, Adam. Okay? That is the way that when in this case, this person, before writing the postcard, he made a plan to do it. Let's see with the second part. You have to do it by yourself. Let's do the same thing with this postcard. You are gonna do it first, write in your notebook or in the computer as you wish, and you save it in your file, and start like this. Okay, this postcard, the second postcard. It says start with a greeting. What is the greeting? Do it. The greeting is, "Hi, Annie." Describe the place and the weather. Do it, please. Take your time, pause, and then you check the answer. I'm going to give it to you now. We are enjoying our vacation in the Canadian mountains. It is cold and snowy here. The next one. Talk about what you have already done it. Remember, an action in the past that we don't say the moment. We've already climbed to the top of the mountain and we've skied down. We've eaten lots of unusual foods. These three things they have already done. Talk about what you haven't done yet or what he hasn't done yet. We haven't tried snowboarding yet. Do you remember? Yet is in the negative, already in the affirmative. We haven't tried snowboarding yet. We haven't tried the past participle of the verb. Talk about what you are going to do. The children are going to have their first lesson in the afternoon. You can talk about yourself, about the other people that are with you, but look at the way that they divided the postcard. First, the greeting. Dear Alfie, dear Annie. Then they describe the place and the weather. Third, they say what they have done and what they haven't done yet. What they have already done and what they haven't done yet. And then they talk about what they are going to do. They are going to visit other places, okay? So all those things they follow to do the postcard. Please check it, do it in your file, and there is no homework. Tomorrow we continue with this, but please check it and check the grammar that we have talked with the present perfect. I have gone, you have been to different places, because tomorrow we are gonna make a postcard. Okay? Bye, have a nice day.